Well, everyone, iOS 26 has just came out in a developer beta, so let's go and see how it basically holds up on the iPhone 12. Now, I would not recommend anyone installing this update just yet. There's lots of cool improvements and lots of changes Apple's going to be making, but without a doubt, do not install this. There's no point in doing it just yet. Wait until it officially comes out in a couple of months, then do it. And if we kind of take a look at this particular update, though, you can kind of see just how big of an update this is. So number one, it's basically going to be 8.58 gigabytes on the iPhone 12. That is massive. Having that type of update in that size is actually pretty insane. So that is kind of a big thing to keep in mind there. This is a really big size update. So just keep that in mind. Now the UI is very different than it was before. So if you kind of take a look, there's lots of different changes. The elements look nicer, the applications look more updated. Those things are nice, but they really hit on this liquid glass interface. So the overall elements, everything like that, look a little bit more glassy and glossy. I think it's nice. They did kind of hit on this new one, which is called Clear. Not a fan of it whatsoever. I think it, I guess the applications still have to take time to load. I think there were a lot of UI element things that were, issued or have issues inside of iOS 18. And it makes me nervous about iOS 26 because I feel like there should be, hopefully there's some new improvements and stability aspects to it. But the whole entire interface is a little bit changed. Inside of applications like this, inside of the phone app, there's some changes here as you can see. So, the dock at the bottom is kind of changed out. All these applications, at least the stock ones, have some newer improvements. And you can see right here, even going inside of this app, there's some cool things Apple kind of threw in here. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to. But most of the applications end up getting some really big changes. So just kind of keep that in mind. The phone call app got some really big updates too. So number one, we have Hold Assist. So if we're calling somebody and they put us on hold, well, we can go and put our phone down and be notified when they pick up the phone call, so we can just not be there holding the phone to our ear waiting for the call. We also have calling screening. So if somebody's calling us and we're not really too sure if they're a scam or not, we can go through the calling assist and the screen calling, and then they can go through and just see if they're scams or not, and then we can go from there, which is another really cool thing we can do there as well. We also have inside of iMessage some really big updates. So we also have the capability within iMessage now to basically go through and have custom backgrounds. So we can customize our backgrounds. We can have different images in the background, which is really cool. We can also go out and send polls within iMessage. So we can click on polls down here and send out iMessages that way and send out polls inside of iMessage and give them different choices and stuff, which is actually something that's really cool. We also have CarPlay updates. So CarPlay now gives us, a little bit more of a newer looking UI. We also have widgets to be able to go through and have in CarPlay 2, which is awesome. Apps like Apple Music, Maps, and Wallet got some updates. And there's this new games application, which allows us to go through and just kind of have all of our game apps, game data inside of one area. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a cool kind of dedicated application. I think it's a good app, but we'll see how it kind of goes if people end up using it or if it's going to go more like Game Center. So there's lots of cool little improvements here and there. I think it's a good update for the most part. I don't think it's great and I don't think it's bad. I think it's right in the middle, but it's really going to be determined by the stability. I really hope the stability gets better inside of iOS 26, and we're just going to have to kind of wait and see what ends up happening with it. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.